What's going on? Oh, just chilling, man, by myself, dude. Practicing some stuff. Chaotic BPR is here. Doing a real chill stream, man. Just I ain't got much to talk about right now. Just really just wanting to Brooklyn Minutes. What's going on, brother? Oh, doing good, man. Doing good. Just doing a little test stream, man. See how it's going. I never really used StreamYard by myself before, so just wanted to see what I could do. Kind of just talk about a couple things. Arcades Anonymous is kind of changing a little bit. We're gonna do the Wednesday night streams with Arcades Anonymous, and we're going to do it the 6 of us every week, and that's going to be our time slot. But we actually created an actual Arcades Anonymous channel, so we want everybody to get on there and subscribe to it. Instead of doing it on Todd's channel every week, we're going to go live on that channel, so that we can, all be able to participate in it. And even though Todd's still going to run it, run the live show and everything, be the host, we'll still be able to all make changes on it, add videos to it, get it monetized and everything as a legit channel, kind of like Super Game Room dudes. But I'm kind of doing my own thing too. All the guys doing their own thing. Currently, we're working on Joel is working on building schematics for our Guitar Hero builds, building our cabinet. I appreciate that, Brooklyn Mess. But it's gonna put us together on our cabinet, our Guitar Hero build cabinet. Give me the measurements and everything. I'll go out and buy some wood and I'll go ahead and cut it. We'll end up doing a live stream of all of us working on our Guitar Hero builds together. That'll be fun. We're still going to do Arcade Nerds United. But I think we're going to switch that to Thursdays starting next week, not this week. I think we're still either going to do a live stream tomorrow on that channel, on Todd's channel tomorrow, or we'll do it Wednesday before Arcades Anonymous. So yeah, we're gonna work together, build that cabinet together. I'm still building my parts list up and trying to figure out how much money everything's going to cost me. But I'm either going to do that, build it myself, or I even thought about doing game room solutions, man. And let's see, is it a full size or mid size? I can't remember, but they have it's definitely full size. Okay, go back, cabinet kits, full size. Huge chicken. There you go. They have a Guitar Hero cabinet build, CNC already done. It's a little expensive, $649, but it is that cam lock system, kind of similar to the IR Arcade, the way they built it. So I'm interested in doing that. And then I can have them do all these cuts, like on that control panel there with USB ports, the admin buttons, directional buttons, 2-inch buttons, coin start, and then the guitar holders. And then those are the speaker cutouts and the coin door cutout. But you can add all those, do it yourself. I mean, they'll cut it for you. And then you can include the topper that's on the top of it if you want to, like they have it there. Let's see. Let me show you some examples that they have. They got this Aerosmith one with the topper. Green Day. and like an AC/DC guitar cade. So, it's a little expensive, but it takes all the hard work out for me. All I gotta do is just buy the electronics and the wiring and the monitor and the lighting and put all that in there myself, you know, and fill up the whole buttonholes and everything. So I don't know. It's something to think about, man. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go with it. I really want to see what Joel's design is going to look like, and then decide from there. Really, but you know, this looks good. I'm okay with woodwork. I've built my own cabinet before with a 32-inch TV in it. And it was fun, but it was also nerve wracking because it wasn't personally for me. It was for a person that wanted it done, and he was paying me for it, and that stressed me out really. Steps, what's going on? How you doing? Nice for you to come by. But yeah, I've been a little stressed out about that and everything. Trying to figure out how I want to do it. Oh, but nothing really else going on. Really, like I said, man, I just want to do like a little practice stream, see, just get out there and talk a little bit. Am I collecting pinball money? No, I'm never gonna be. I'm never gonna be. I'm never gonna be a pinball channel. I'm proud of Michael B. Because if you think about it, all of us are fans of his with all the super chats and all the live streams and everything that we participate in. We got him to where he is, and we're helping him, fulfill his dream of being able to own real pinball machines and that Tron machine. You know, we made that possible for him. So, I'm glad he's able to pursue those dreams. But for me, man, it's about these small toys that I can move around. 60, 70 pounds, and they don't take up that much space. And if they break, I can mod it and fix it up myself. I'm not into getting a real 300-pound machine and dealing with CRT issues and all that kind of stuff. If arcade one up or at games isn't going to make the machine I want, if I have to, I'll build it. You know. But so far, it's nice to fill out my room with what I got. If you watched my game room tour, it's nice to see what I got and everything. But Guitar Hero is one of those things I've always wanted. I don't think it's ever going to come out. So Joel and Matt and Todd, we all got the idea to build one together. Thank you. Thank you, Steps. I am well, doing really well. I'm going with the moniker of the chilling stream by putting on some sunglasses and just letting my hair flow. So just relaxing a little bit. Oh, so what's going on out in the world today or recently, really in the news? Walmart scam sales. Hopefully, some people got that stuff and it's legit. If not, you know, it is what it is. I hope everybody, will get their refunds and not get their credit card information stolen or anything like that. That'll be very unfortunate. But it's nice to get online and see those sales go on and freak out and everything. Like the whole community went to an uproar, right? With all those sales going on and everything. So hopefully it's legit, you know, for the time that it was available, right? If not, then like I said, I hope everybody's safe and all their information's safe and nothing got stolen. Um, Time crisis cabinet reveal. Whoever did that scam has to be aware of the community, right? Right, and it also brings up another point. if RK One Up had any kind of like saw any of this and saw how like the entire community like just jumped on it and tried to buy as much as they could. I mean, if they had, I mean, if they could, I mean, drop the prices of their machines, and people go nuts for them, right? Like, I mean, I'm not saying sell every cabinet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Took advantage of knowing people, and you know, and would spread the sales. Yeah, thanks, Steph, for clarifying on that. I'm glad. I'm glad their customer service is like really diligent about helping people out, make sure none of their stuff got stolen. But RK One Up, if they saw this, right, saw how crazy the community went over the sales. I mean, I'm not expecting them to drop every single cabinet down to $200 or anything like that. But like 749 for X-Men, $800 for these pinball machines, 599 for these brand new cabinets. Not many people, if any, are jumping on that kind of stuff. They got to find a way to drop that price just a little bit lower to make it enticing, right? Like well, Gen 1s, when they came out, 329, 389 was like the brand new cabinets. I mean, I think I paid the original Turtles machine back in 2019. I bought at Walmart for like 349. To me, that's the sweet spot of these machines or these toys, you know? And I think that's where Arcade One Up needs to go back to. But I get it if they're not making any kind of profit, or if they're not making any kind of profit at all. I get why, but I think jumping up to 599 for a brand new release is ridiculous. So, I mean, but everybody talks about that. Everybody talks about the exact same thing. I'm not trying to retread it. I'm not trying to be like all these other YouTube streamers or anything like that about just retreading information. Um, yeah, I just want to say my piece, really. And it's just good to just be able to talk to people in the community that come by, that's either not subscribed to my channel or are subscribed. It's good to see y'all in here, man. It's good to talk to y'all. But you know, I'm not excited about any of these new releases. Um, I'm happy with what I got. Vader, what's going on, man? Yeah, I never gone live by myself. I just figured I would give it a shot, play around, and accept the moniker of just chill and chat with y'all. Hang out with y'all, and that's really what I wanted to do. So that's the reason why I got the sunglasses on and the hair flowed back, man. I ain't got nothing else going on. So it's good for y'all to come by, man. Just say hello. If y'all got anything y'all want to talk about, put it in chat. We'll discuss it. But I was just really just getting stuff off my mind, man. I ain't got nothing else going on, and I know Michael B's streaming right now, and it's mostly pinball talk, right? And that's what all these big channels are going for now. But that's what they're into, and that's their hobbies that they're into, and that's completely fine. Like, go right ahead, man. Talk all you want to about it. That's what you're into. I'm into my toys. You're into your toys, right? Vader, no, I didn't. I started to buy the Shack Jam for $200 because I know Phil wanted it, and if Phil didn't have a chance to get it, I was going to get it for him. About hit buy it now or purchase it or whatever, but something told me to hold it back. Plus, I was at work, and we were getting cut. We were in a busy moment, so I was like, all right, something's telling me not to do this. So I backed out and didn't finish it. No, and you know what? Like none of us has that type of money. right? None of us do. And it's really, I think what I think it is, especially with Michael B, is he he has to thank all of us, really, right? All the people who do the super chats, all the people who support him and watch his live streams, go through his ads and everything. We're the reason why he bought those pinball machines, why he can afford those. I mean, not saying that he doesn't make enough money or whatever. I don't know. That's his thing, but it's through the community support that drove it. We are huge fans of his, right? We watch his live streams every day. It's people like us that help build that. I mean, I was talking to my wife the other day. I was like, I really want a Godzilla pinball machine, like personally, because I played it when I was in Gatlinburg on vacation, and she agreed that she saw how much fun I was having with it. I played it for a good hour and a half straight. Didn't play anything else. Just played that. I was having a blast, and told her how much it was. I was like, this thing's like $10,000, $11,000. And she says, maybe for your 50th birthday or something like that. So got a good 12 years to go. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't dislike Michael B at all. I mean, he's one of the reasons why I got into this community. Like watching his videos and his cabinet reviews is what really attracted me to buying one myself, and then eventually meeting all of y'all and getting in touch with other people in the community. It's what's beautiful about this, right? I mean, yeah, Michael B is a nice person. I look forward to when I go to Cleveland, to meet him and everything. Um, that's one of my goals, and I really hope he's nice, and accepting of everybody, and that everybody that comes up to him and doesn't brush him off or anything like that. Like he's kind of like a little celebrity in our community, and I just hope he's a really nice guy when you walk up and meet him and everything. So um yeah, when he says he doesn't have much money, you know okay, that's you. I don't have much money either. I mean, I didn't buy any of these at full price except for the MVSX. Rest of them I got on deep discount, and sometimes I even got lucky and had help from my wife to help me buy some of these as well. I didn't do this on my own. Some of it I did, but uh, have money to even drive to Cleveland. That's where I am at this point. Sorry, Steps. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked up plane because I live in Georgia. All right. So I looked up plane tickets to drive, to fly to Cleveland. I found some for like $46, round trip. Thought, okay, that's not bad at all. I can handle that. And once I got through the whole purchasing process and got down to the checkout, that's when they threw on administration fees, fuel fees, booking fees, baggage fees. Even though I was only carrying one bag on me, my plane ticket went from like $43 up to 560 something dollars, and I just said, no, I can't do that. So thankfully, I'm just going to drive it. It's going to be a 12-hour drive to Cleveland. Fine, I can handle that. It's going to be rough for me, but I can make it. I've done it before because I have some family that lives in Ohio, so on my dad's side. So I will make that drive and figured out gas will probably end up being like 200 bucks there and back. Not terrible. So just figured I would go ahead and do it that way, and drive up on Thursday and then leave on Sunday, get back on Monday. So, but a friend of mine actually bought me tickets to the show, like Cleveland Gaming Classic. And he also helped me with a hotel room. So, because he really wants all of us to go, guy in my community or my Discord actually helped me with that and offered that to me. And I tried to, say no. He wasn't taking the answer no. So he just told me to make sure I promise him that when I get up there, I cook him something or buy him a beer, and gladly. And but that's also what this community is about. I'm not boasting or anything like that about having help from other people. Um, I'm very humble and don't think I deserve any kind of love or you know anything from a stranger or a person that's in the community into my Discord. I don't feel like I deserve anything, but God willing, I believe in paying it forward, and I'll be glad to help somebody else out if I can with something. Um, so it's nice to be blessed, um, and thankful for that. Um, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I never like openly talked about that, but I really appreciate it and thankful for thankful for the people that I've met in this community. It's really a blessing in more ways than one. Yeah, yeah, Vader. It's the Discord community that we're part of. Um, Everybody is so knowledgeable about different things and have done different things, have shown off their skills, but also it's like, I mean, like we have a prayer portion of our Discord where people can just ask for prayers from others and stuff like that, and just there's so much support when somebody's going through something, and it just feels like everybody just has that brothership and that fellowship amongst each other, and it's something special. It's something I've never really experienced before, and especially with like people around me where I live. I mean, I don't have any friends, but I can clearly see that I have friends here, and there's people in this community that I could never ever feel like I'd ever repay the friendship that I've earned here from people. I can never repay that, God willing. It's not a religious arcade Discord. It's just it's just Arcades Anonymous. I mean, it was created by Dan. Outrun the Neon Sun. We all joined up together, and it's people. Just we're not like a religious thing and or anything like that. We don't do that. But Dan is a pastor. Where he lives out in California, and it's just that motives. It's good people with good intentions, and it brought together like a good community that's actually just helpful to each other. It's not like, yeah, it's not, wouldn't say religious, but it's just people who have common goals, common motives, that just want to help each other, pay it forward, and just be together. There's no negativity, no drama, no fighting, no arguing or anything whatsoever, and there's no toxic behavior. Um, and if there was toxic behavior, it's dealt with, but not in a negative way. It's just like, hey, we just kindly ask, don't do that, or don't talk about that, or if there's something negative. Um, I don't know. I can't speak on Dan about where his whereabouts are, or where he's been. I just know that he recently moved to a new home and he was having issues with his previous home and yeah, stuff like that. I can't go into detail because I don't know everything, so I can't speak upon it. But I know he's having a lot of trouble dealing in his personal life, dealing with all that. Um, and possibly his health and everything. But there is a couple of people in our Discord that's talked to him personally that live close to him, and they say he's doing good. He's just still sorting things out personally in his life, and he had to step away. So yeah, no problem, Steps. I was just answering your question because like that a lot of us in that group also have that same question. Where's Dan? And the people that don't know, um, we try to explain it the same way. It's just because he's such a well-loved guy, and he has brought all of us together in our group, to that brothership, that fellowship, and everything that we worry about him. But they say he's doing good, so thumbs up. I'm glad. Garage Gamer, what's going on, man? Glad you came by. Thanks, dude. First live stream by myself. Steps, I'll send you an invite because you're a good person. I love your content. You're sweet, and I loved streaming with you that one time. So I would love to have you there. So I'll send you an invite. Garage Gamer, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming. Again, like I said, it's just random impromptu chill and chat, and I'm just relaxing. I want to just hook up with the community, and not feel, and not go to anybody else's stream right now. I just kind of just want to just chill and just see if anybody wanted to talk to me. See if anybody wanted to hang out with me tonight. Yeah, so yeah, Brooklyn's in there. He posts every now and then, but yeah, he's in there. Yeah, everybody's cool. Everybody's just really, really nice to each other. And if you got any kind of question about emulation, how to build something, or if you got any kind of information that you want to share, like everybody is just very, very, very accepting and loving, on the whole helping each other deal. You'll meet some really cool people. So yeah, we'll send you an invite, get you in there if you'd like to join. But don't worry, nobody's like pushing religion on anybody or anything like that. It's not even about that. Like I said, it's just about the morals and stuff like that, the good stuff. But what else? What are some of my plans? My plans is that Guitar Hero build. Once G.I. Joel gets that squared away. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Sorry, I don't want to seem like a downer. After my daughter got diabetes in December, my financial situation has gone to crap because now I'm a diabetic. Too. I get that. My dad was diabetic. I'm borderline. My niece is juvenile diabetic. And I don't have health insurance, and my job doesn't offer it, and I can't afford it. So I understand exactly where you come from. That stuff is expensive to take care of. And yeah, type 1, yeah. I forget what my dad had before he passed away, but I'm borderline, so I'm pretty sure I'm probably type 1. I'll probably be type 1 too. But it's rough. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to just, whatever happens. I'll make deal with it the best way I can. And that's kind of how I always like live my life, right? It's just go at it and do what you can, live day by day, and try to enjoy the best minutes of your life every day. And that's really how I try to live, man. sorry to sorry to post that out there like that. I get your story, and I'm sorry, and I hope. Let's see. I have good insurance, been paying $600 check and hundreds a month for supplies and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and that's really one of the struggles that I have with my relationship too. You know, my wife's a nurse, and she has. And we'll talk about the guitar here in a second, but I just maybe you want to know a little bit about me too. So I'll finish that real quick. But that's one of the struggles with my relationship. My wife's a nurse. She has insurance. She has her kid. Um, to add me to her insurance would be almost double, the cost. But then again, my own insurance by myself would be, to me, in my opinion, I told her it was just as much. And um, it's expensive, right? I mean, knock on wood, I've never like broken any bones or had any like catastrophic events, but I am 38. I'm getting older. Eventually, something's going to happen. I'm going to get sick or something, and it's going to cost a lot of money to fix it, and I'm not going to have it. But either way, let's have some fun, right? Let's build some arcades and have some fun, or buy some giant arcade toys and have some fun, right? You only live once. But but yeah, the Guitar Hero build, um, like I said earlier, like I need Joel to finish his schematics for it and everything, and we'll get to building that on live stream. I think it'll be a lot of fun and a lot of cool ways for a lot of people to come by and just watch and get inspired, right? Get inspired is my envision for everybody to, no matter your background on woodwork or if you have any experience in woodwork or ever been interested, this will give you the ability to be inspired to, you can do it, right? It doesn't matter your background or how good you are at it. It's the inspiration to want to do it. And that's my envision and the goal of the live stream of watching all of us build this, is because either ours is going to look all very similar, or all of ours is going to look very different. We're all using different components. Multicade Matt's using a Wii. I think Joel's using a Wii. I'm not sure if Todd's using a PC or not. I know I'm going to use a PC, and I'm going to get in touch with Retro Lizard and actually, build a clone hero with all the Guitar Hero games on an external hard drive, and plug it into that, and just build it from there. I'm excited about that, and I think it's gonna be good. We'll let you know ahead of time when it's time for us to start building that, and we'll all be in our garages and working and everything, and talking to y'all, and answering whatever questions there is, and also being just inspired, right? So, Guitar Hero build, that's one thing. I also want to do a shooter cab. Multicade Matt just finished his House of Dead that he built out of a NBA Jam. I have a modded NBA Jam 2. It's still skinned as an NBA Jam, but I kind of want to swap it to something else. I don't know if I want to keep it as a Raspberry Pi and have a as a multicade, or if I want to reskin it with something else and maybe possibly either make it into a multicade shooter cab or something else. You know, I don't know yet. I did enjoy modding it with that Raspberry Pi and putting in my own controls and all that good stuff, but I want to expand and maybe put a PC in there or something. I want to make something big, something cool. Uh Again, inspire somebody to do something. That's kind of what my channel is all about, is just want to inspire people to do things. Yeah, he Multi-K Matt is a super talented person, and I'm so glad to be friends with him. I'm so glad to be streaming with him every week because the man is a tinkerer, and it's something that I've discovered I like doing too is tinker, especially when it comes to like software. Like I built my own Raspberry Pi image. I got Ambernet handhelds that I built my own images um, for emulation and stuff like that. And I like tinkering with that stuff. G.I. Joel came by to say hello, buddy. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're not too tired to say hello. I know you're beat tonight, man, but I'm glad you come by just to say hello. You're my boy. And I'm looking forward to our Guitar Hero build, man. I'm looking forward to getting into that together and honestly learning from you more, you know? Wow, 7 people. That's cool, man. So how's everybody doing tonight? Like, is everybody having a chill night? I mean, it's Monday, beginning of the week. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh, yeah. Joel's definitely the man with the plan. If anybody that's in our Discord, anything that Joel posts on there, it's magic. The stuff, the inline risers he's built, the skinning, the man's awesome at woodwork, and he's a blessing to know. Well, good steps. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want you to feel better. Uh, I've learned that because I'm an introvert, like I keep stuff bottled in all the time, and like I said, this is stepping out of my comfort zone. I always wanted to stream by myself, and just get to know people on my own. But it's hard for me because I'm so shy and I'm so, just I keep to myself a lot and I don't speak unless I'm really spoken to. And it's just I've noticed that when you vent and when you just come out and speak to other people outwardly like that, it helps and it makes you, I don't know, it just makes you grow as a person. So I'm glad you feel better. Can I vent about how I got taken on MVC2 now? How did you get taken on MVC2? Did you get scammed, or is it just because the product sucks, or let's talk about this. What you got? Yes, Goofy Foot. There is a list. Joel has posted on there before. Joel, if you don't mind, can you post it under arcade? Was it arcade builds? Let me double check that real quick. Um, what's the list under? Because Goofy's under our list. Yeah, arcade cab builds and mods. He's posted under there before, buddy. Goofy Foot. But if you want to, Joel, can you post that again? And so that way Goofy can see it. Mm, there we go. Cool. Yeah, MVC2 wasn't up to par, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't buy it. I mean, yeah, it's $5.99. It didn't want to come down, and it looks like it'll never come down in price. But you know, I always I have it on my I actually have it on my Raspberry Pi and it works. It's a little slow, but not by much. And now that I've clocked the Raspberry Pi up, it actually runs pretty well. I don't really need it. I mean, I did not. I mean, I could play any of these games, yeah, on there, but I like to look at the cab, and I don't like to look at that cab. I like its shape, but I have that with the Shinku Hadouken, right? You would, and just like you did with the Yoga Flame, we have that build. So, funny thing, funny thing about that, my Shinku Hadouken, my volume control rocker, the back and forth, whatever, it's loose. So if any kind of like shaking of the cabinet, it will make the volume go up and keep going up or stay going down. But I know like MVC2, that cab just has its own issues with like the PCB and the emulation and all that. It's just mine is just a loose volume knob or volume rocker, but still annoying because I anytime I'm playing, it just automatically the volume just goes up and down, up and down, up and down like crazy. And I can't submit a ticket because it's been too long, right? They'll charge me. Yeah, I can get a new piece that goes in there. I'll figure it out. You may have an extra switch. Well, we'll give it a shot if you have one, but don't worry if you don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Yeah. And you know what? I don't feel like they're ever going to make it right. There's nothing they can do to actually fix it to make it right. Their goal was to get it out and let the name sell itself. And that's what they did. And I feel like that's what they're going to do with Time Crisis. I feel like that cabinet's going to have some issues and they're going to release it and people are going to be upset about it. And they're like, we'll fix it. And then they won't. They'll do nothing about it. I just have that feeling. And usually I'm a positive person. And I like to be positive about everything. But I really have that feeling that it's not going to be what everybody is expecting it to be. I have these high expectations for it to be great, and it's not going to be great. Something's going to be wrong. Yeah, Vader. It won't be good if Time Crisis has issues. But it also wasn't good when Blitz had its issues, and it wasn't good when MVC2 had its issues. Like, this company got mad and they got rowdy about it, and it was some of the things were fixed, but some of the major issues weren't. Having one online stage for MVC2 is not good. That's still in beta, and it's been almost a year. It's still broken. It's not fixed. And it's never going to be fixed. So I know you're being sarcastic when you say that. I know it. There's no way it won't have issues. It's gonna have issues. I know it. I feel it in my bones. They can make that cabinet as pretty as they want. They can make it as ugly as they want. People are gonna buy it, and then they're gonna be upset when that emulation's slow, or something ain't right. The light gun don't work right. The pedal doesn't work right. Something's gonna go wrong. You know it. We all know it. But these YouTubers, these reviewers, all they're gonna do is review it and say what they like about it and get you that FOMO to buy it. And people are gonna pay full price and get it, and then it's gonna be crap. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm sorry. Yeah, I read it a second time. I read it a second time, and now I get it. What you're saying. Yeah, it's gonna have issues, and it's not gonna be fixed. It's gonna be crap. It is definitely gonna be crap. I hate that. It's not a game that I want, so it has no interest to me whatsoever about it. But I know people that are super interested in it. and they're going to want it, and they're going to get that FOMO, and they're going to want to buy it at full price, whatever they offer it at, and they're going to be upset that they got it. So I, I sympathize with those because those are my friends, and it's something they really want, and it's going to tick them off. So steps, I want to talk to you about. Yeah, I'm never paying anything for full price. Not paying anything at full price ever again. Don't have to, and even though it's going to go down 50% plus anyway. Exactly, and that's what I tried to do with all mine that I bought. Like the highest I'll pay for something is like maybe 400, considering like $200 off. That's the highest I'll go if it's something I feel like I gotta have it. Thanks, Vader. Thanks, Dave. Glad you came by, man. I know it's late, but I'm glad you came by to say hello. Console fanboy, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I agree. They're not adding Time Crisis 2. A lot of people were expecting maybe a linkable cab, right? A linkable system so that they could add Time Crisis 2. But maybe next year, right? But we're also not surprised, right? Not surprised about these things are going to disappoint you. Period. I actually had somebody comment on one of my videos. The other day. They were saying, I don't understand why people buy these toys and not just get the real thing. And I commented that I actually like these toys and I like the look of them, but it's not about the real thing to me. It's about looking like the real thing. I'll take the look. Emulation sucks on some of them, absolutely, to me, but that I have the understanding that these are just toys. They're toys to me. I don't want the real thing. I don't mind the look. And not everything runs perfect, but I have those expectations. But I'm not paying $600 for these. You can charge me $600 all you want to. I'm not paying that. I'll wait till they go on deep discount. That's just me being smart, like a smart consumer, right? But I've set my expectations on that. So if they love cutting corners and making them expensive as hell, it's going to prove you otherwise that nobody's buying them at this price. Drop the price. Rodello, what's going on, my man? Thanks for coming by. I guess probably Michael B's stream or whoever is over now, so people come by, say hello. But I just appreciate y'all coming by. I appreciate it. I got nothing else going on. I just wanted to live stream a little bit, practice with StreamYard, and also try to get myself better at streaming by myself and just talking, get in front of the camera, and not having other people around, because I want to try and get better on my own and just speaking from the heart and just being real with people. Do what you like. If it makes you happy, who cares? I'm over to trolling. Thank you, console fanboy. Completely agree. And that's exactly how I feel. I love I love watching your stuff, man. I get the satire. I'm not upset about it at all. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I think you're a great dude, and I think some people take you too seriously. It's all fun and games, and but back to the whole thing. Yeah, Rodello, don't buy day one. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. I don't buy day one. You ain't gonna get me to buy day one unless you sell these like you did back, in 2019 with the original Ninja Turtles being like $349 or $379. The full thing with the riser and everything. Those to me were the good days. That was like the highest price I would have paid for anything, and those were great. So I was thankful for that. As for these though, man, like the only one I spent full price on was that MVSX, and I'm okay with that. I think that's a good cab. 50 games. To me, the value was there. I wish it was online, but hey, whatever. But added that high-low X hack, made it even better. So again, I'm thankful for my mindset where I'm at on what I did with my money on buying these. The ones that I enjoy, I got good value out of. I got my money's worth out of. Killer Instinct to me was fun. Shinku Iduken's a beautiful cabinet. Street Fighter runs beautifully on there. The controls are fine for what they are. I have fun with that. MVSX, fantastic system. And you know what? The moments I had my NFL Blitz was right next to me. I actually enjoyed it. I paid $200 for it off of Facebook Marketplace. I enjoyed this system too. And everybody's like, online sucks. From the experiences I had, works for me. I'm happy with it. Yeah, 550. Was that for the MVSX2? Or sorry, Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, and the most I've ever paid for mine is I think after tax it was like 420, 428. And I think that was for either Terminator 2 or Ridge Racer. That's the most I've ever paid. Yeah. So I'm sorry that you got scammed. I really wish they'd fix it. And maybe one day they will, but I'm not holding my breath. It's almost been a year and they still haven't fixed it. All they added was online to that one match, and I'm sorry. Because that is such a popular game amongst like people around my age or a little bit younger. They love MVS Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Dreamcast. Like we were all playing in an arcade, we're also all playing at home. And some of my friends could not get off of that game. Try getting to play other things, they just wouldn't get off of it. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is something special. And like I said, I'm glad they made an arcade unit for it. I'm glad they made a toy like it. But it ruined my expectations after that. I don't expect good things, good emulation from any of these. So I don't know. I don't even remember what I was saying. What I was talking about. I guess I was talking about all my cabinets and how much fun I've had with the ones. If you watched my walkthrough of my room or whatever. The one I hate the most is The Simpsons. But I got that one for $199. But I still enjoy it. I still play it because people on my Discord play it. We play it every weekend together. Mortal Kombat got completely hosed. That's the reason why I don't have a Mortal Kombat cabinet in my arcade right now.
Yeah.
Because of how crappy they have treated that franchise. The emulation, I guess, is fine, but there's like an input lag, and then the online system's terrible. Like if they would just do Code Mystic stuff like they did with Killer Instinct, it would make that cabinet so much better. Even if they did it like Street Fighter way, with having rooms and everything, it would make it so much better. So that's why I'm holding out. I'm holding off from getting any kind of Mortal Kombat cabinet until they fix that, because don't feel like I'll ever truly enjoy it until they fix those issues, and I don't think I'll ever buy one until they fix those issues. So yeah, their track record's been screwed. Last couple re-releases, and I don't have any faith in it either. And that's why we follow the people we do on YouTube, right? The ones that get the cabinet, that tell you to have that FOMO and everything. But that's why we watch them, because we respect their opinion and hope that they're being honest with us about how they feel about this cabinet or this and that release. But usually, like when I think about I want to purchase something, first of all, what makes me want to purchase a cabinet is, do I have any nostalgia for it? Do I remember playing it from my childhood? Did I really enjoy it? Is the authentication or the authenticity of the cabinet, does it look like what it looked like when in the real arcade? And that's really what I focus on when I'm buying something, when I'm buying one of these. The only one that I have no childhood nostalgia for is Star Wars. I've never seen a real Star Wars in my life, but with that Killer Instinct $150 waving high five crap that they did, they offered that at a super discounted rate, and that's everybody else's holy grail, right? That's in our community. So I was like, all right, if everybody else loves this thing and this is the best cabinet that Arcade1 has ever produced, I'm gonna get one. And I got one, and I'll tell you what, it's a fantastic cabinet. It looks beautiful, and I love the shape, and I love the controls, the yoke, and everything. Code Mystics did the emulation on it. It looks and feels great, and I really agree with most of the YouTubers that this is their holy grail. This is their best cabinet that Arcade1Up's ever produced, and I'm glad to have it, even though I don't have any nostalgia for it. So I mean, like I said, that's completely rare that I buy something that I don't have nostalgia for. Yeah, and also that's another thing too. Another thing I think about now that I have 13 machines in my room, I think about unique controls and the uniqueness of the cab, and Star Wars fit that bill. It's a unique setup, controller, and everything like that. That's the reason why it had to come here. I don't want any more 4-player decks. My NBA Jam, I turned it into a 2-player deck. Blitz, I probably wouldn't mind turning it into a 2-player deck because they take up so much room, and it's still not big enough for 4 people to play on. It's barely big enough for 2, right? But the real cabinet had 4 players, and this is the closest thing you're going to get to make it look authentic, right? So that's the reason why I'm dealing with it now. But I like the way I have my setup with 2 4-players back to back, and then I got 2 players or single players sandwiched between those 2 4-players behind, But yeah, right. It has online for 1. Papa Brad, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. I cannot believe I'm actually been streaming for an hour, almost an hour, and it feels like time's just flown by. Yeah. Well, it's been an hour, man. I never thought I was going to stream this long. Like I said, I just want to do a chill and chat and just relax and chill and get better at doing this on my own and seeing if I can do it on my own. Just get out of the box, right? Oh, so thanks for coming by. I'm glad to everybody that did come by. Y'all are all super good to me. And I appreciate it and thankful that I've met everybody that I've met in this community. I look forward to meeting some of y'all. I look forward to meeting some of y'all in Cleveland when y'all go, when it's time. But love you guys, man. Thank y'all for coming by. We'll do this again sometime. But remember, Arcades Anonymous is got its own channel now. So look up Arcades Anonymous and subscribe to that channel. I think it has 4 subscribers right now. But that's going to be where we're going to start streaming Arcades Anonymous every Wednesday. And then Arcade Nerds United, that our Tuesday show between me, Todd, Multicade Matt, and G.I. Joel. We're eventually going to move that show to Thursdays. Not this week, but starting next week. But we're still going to do that, and we're still going to do Arcades Anonymous. Just make sure y'all subscribe to that channel, because we're all going to be able to post content to that one hub channel is what we're going to call it, basically. Steps, if you want to, man, we can talk to each other out after this. Rodello, I mentioned it earlier about what happened to Dan. I don't really know the whole story. I can't go into full detail, but he's dealing with a lot of personal things in his life right now, and he had to step away from YouTube and everything, step away from the community completely because of stuff he's got going on with, you know, his recent move, and you know, he's a pastor where he is, and you know, I'm pretty sure he's dealing with stuff with that too. So that's where he's been, and God bless him, and I hope he's doing well, and I hope he comes back. But yeah, the people that do know Dan personally, who have, you know, talked to him personally, they say he's doing good. He's just dealing with his personal stuff in his life right now, and can't be here. But you know, I pray for him every day, and I love the dude, and I'm so glad that he created Arcades Anonymous as a Discord, as a group, because I'm really thankful for everybody to come together, that he brought everybody together. He's created a very special group of people to come together and just bond and not deal with any kind of issues whatsoever. It's just, I'm not saying it's religious or positivity all the time or anything like that, but just people get along so well and are so helpful towards each other. And that's why I'm so thankful for Dan and for what he brought, you know, brought to it. So yeah, he's doing good. I just pray that he comes back soon, and he's, you know, got the gears running, ready to go, man. I'd love to see him come back. But right now, Wednesdays is Arcades Anonymous. We're doing it on. We're continuing the show on, you know, for him until he comes back. And it's hosted by Todd. But make sure you subscribe to Arcades Anonymous. It's very important, because that's the show that's the live stream is going to be on every Wednesday. And to support Steven and his gaming channel. What is it called? I forget. Tech Buzz is live stream. He's moving it to Tuesdays. So to support him, Arcade Nerds United is going to move to Thursdays. And it's not a problem, not a deal with us at all. So, but we're starting that next week. So we got Arcades Anonymous this Wednesday and every Wednesday. And then starting next week, we'll do Arcade Nerds United on Thursdays next week on Todd's channel, Nerd Lounge Master, his channel. But thanks for coming by, guys. Peace. I love you guys. You have a great night. And thanks for stopping by and enjoying. And if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe, man, and put a like on this live stream. And we'll see y'all next time, okay? Thank y'all.